Hi, following the poll we published on our community stream in our channel, most of you voted for other and in comments wrote that you want to see brute force password cracking. So following our previous video where we showed you how to crack Wi-Fi password and assess your home Wi-Fi security, we use dictionary. This time we're going to use hashcat as open source utility for cracking passwords. So stay with us. As always, before we begin with disclaimer. Never use offensive security assessment tools against anyone. You can use those tools only to assess your private devices, your private network without impacting anyone. Here in this video we use those tools just for assessing our private network security. First we need to take cap file and convert it to format which hashcat can process. So they have utility cap to HTC APX, cap to HTC APX.bin, the cap file and the output file for hashcat. Here we go. We got the file. And now we are taking this file to a Linux machine with more powerful CPU and some built-in GPU, and we will try to crack it. So we will run hashcat -m 2500 -a3, the file we just converted. So the mask is characters, small characters from A to Z. You can check the documentation for more. Let's run it. It recognizes the AMD Ryzen 3 CPU with the built-in Radeon graphics. Let's see the status. Oh my, it will take 3 years to decrypt. Oh my, it's 2 years. Ah, that's too much. Okay, this GPU is pretty weak, or the password is so strong that we cannot decrypt it. Let's try something else. Let's make the work a bit easier for this computer. In hashcat you can provide your custom character set to use. So we will provide the letters from football, and we will tell the decrypt mask that we use this custom char set all our characters. Let's see how much does it take. Okay. Let's see the status. Okay, that's more reasonable. Let's see result. Yeah, football. Obviously it doesn't make sense to run password decryption if you know the password. So if you know all the characters and you know the count of characters, probably you know the password. So we will make this test a little bit more fair. I have a laptop with NVIDIA GPU. Let's try run it with the characters from A to Z and see how much does it take on NVIDIA GPU. Okay, it does recognize my NVIDIA GTX 1050 Ti laptop GPU, which is pretty weak, but still, maybe it will give us some idea. So it did decrypt the password, not in 21 days, but in 46 minutes, which is pretty reasonable. Yeah, we're good. So 46 minutes it is. So with my weak laptop it took 46 minutes to decrypt this 8 characters password. And that was brute force without any dictionary. Hashcat utility is using GPU to decrypt the passwords. Of course, using very weak GPU or Raspberry Pi wouldn't give you reasonable time of decryption, but if you have some more powerful GPU like NVIDIA 3090 or 4090 or some, I don't know, A10, A40 GPU monster, I'm sure it will take much less time to decrypt the password. If it took 46 minutes with mine, Maybe with 3060 it would take like 15 minutes, maybe less. And with something more serious, probably about 5 minutes. So, what's the conclusion? The conclusion is that the complex password does help, and of course on your Wi-Fi networks or on any other assets always use only complex password. It's still possible to hack, and if your password is not very difficult and very long, they will probably be able to hack it in, I don't know, something like month, maybe 2, depends how much they want this. Or maybe they just will give up on your Wi-Fi network with your 15 characters password with wildcards, small letters, capitals, symbols, and so on. So the conclusion from here is it is better to use complex passwords, and even better if you use a Wi-Fi router which supports protected management frames. That's the name of the protocol which sends management frames in encrypted way. That will make it much more difficult to get the handshake packets with your credentials, because the auth attack will not work and they will need work much harder to figure out when you are sending your credentials to the network. First and the easiest is using complex passwords, strong passwords, and the second one is protected management frames. Please subscribe to get notifications for our new videos and stay safe on the network. Happy surfing! See you soon!